Welcome to Master Mathematics in Minutes. Today's topic is about double brackets expansion, and we will cover a couple of examples on how to expand double brackets. And we will conclude the topic with a summary. Finally, be kind and subscribe for more videos. So, what are double brackets expansion? Expanding double brackets involves multiplying all variables in one bracket by all variables in another bracket. Let's consider this visually. With a plus b multiplied by c plus d, and with double brackets. So the first step is where we multiply a by c, and that gives us ac, which is the first term on the right hand side. And the second step is where we multiply a by d, and that gives us ad, which is the second term on the right hand side. And the third step is where we multiply b by c, and that gives us the third term on the right hand side. And the final step is where we multiply b by d, and that gives us the fourth and final term on the right hand side. So we have plus signs in the brackets. What happens if we have negative terms? Let's have a look at this on the next slide. Let's consider an example where we have negative terms. So with a minus b multiplied by c plus d. Now the first step is where we multiply a and c, and that gives us the first term on the right hand side. And the second step is where we multiply a by d, and that gives us ad, which is the second term on the right hand side. And the third step is where we multiply minus b by c. So we will need to carry the minus sign across for b. And that gives us the third term on the right hand side as minus bc. And the fourth step is where we multiply minus b by d. And that gives us minus bd as the fourth and final term. So wherever we have negative signs in the terms, they will need to be multiplied across when you expand the brackets. Let's take a look at a couple examples now. In the first example, we're asked to expand the expression x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 2. The first step is to multiply x, and that gives us the first term on the right hand side. And the second step is to multiply x by 2, and that gives us the second term. The third step is where we multiply 1 by x, and that gives us the third term. And finally, we have 1 multiplied by 2 as the fourth and final term. And we'll simplify this expression. So x multiplied by x is x squared, and with 2x and 1x, and that sums to 3x. And 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. In the second example, we're asked to expand the expression x minus 5 multiplied by y plus 7. The first step is to multiply x and y, and that gives us the first term on the right hand side. The second step is to multiply x by 7, and that gives us the second term. And the third step is where we'll need to multiply minus 5 by y. Remember, you'll need to carry across the minus signs when you expand the brackets. And that gives us the third term as minus 5y. And the final step is to multiply minus 5 by 7, and that is the fourth and final term. So simplifying that, we have x times y as xy, x multiplied by 7 as 7x, minus 5 times y as minus 5y, and minus 5 multiplied by 7, that gives us minus 35. In the third example, we're asked to expand the expression 2x plus 10 multiplied by y plus 1. The first step is where we multiply 2x by y, and that gives us the first term on the right hand side. And the second step is where we multiply 2x by 1, and that gives us the second term on the right hand side. The third step is where we multiply 10 by y, and that gives us the third term. And finally, we have 10 multiplied by 1 as the fourth and final term. Simplifying that, we have 2x multiplied by y as 2xy, 2x multiplied by 1 as 2x, 10 multiplied by y as 10y, and 10 multiplied by 1 as 10. In the fourth example, we're asked to expand the expression x squared plus 7 multiplied by x plus 10. The first step is to multiply x squared by x, and that gives us the first term. The second step is to multiply x squared by 10, and that gives us the second term. And the third step is where we multiply 7 by x, and that gives us the third term. And the fourth step is to multiply 7 by 10, and that gives us the final term. Simplifying that, we have x squared multiplied by x as x cubed, x squared multiplied by 10 as 10x squared, 7 multiplied by x as 7x, and 7 multiplied by 10 as 70. To summarize, expanding double brackets involves multiplying all variables in one bracket by all variables in another bracket. We've seen the first two examples. So, the third example is where we have a plus b multiplied by c minus d. Remember, when expanding the brackets, you'll need to allow for that minus sign. So this expands to ac minus ad plus bc minus bd. And finally, we have a minus b multiplied by c minus d. And that simplifies to ac minus ad minus bc plus bd. Thank you very much for watching. This is Master Mathematics in Minutes.